Hi, welcome to my first YouTube video. I'm high five if you're still alive. I don't have a tripod and my iPhone is literally propped against a candle right now. The light I have also does not reach my face. My neighbor just pulled into their driveway, which I can see out the window, and it's making me extremely self-conscious. Let's get started. Oh, you thought this was going to be a traditional YouTube video where you have one angle and you sit in the same place the entire time? No, that's not how this is going to go. I'm also not going to look directly into the camera. I'm going to look at myself, so it's going to look like I'm looking off to the side because I have no idea how to make a YouTube video. This is a Q&A. Because I get bored staying in one place, I'm going to try to match the energy of each question I receive to the location I film my response in. For instance, this question by Robert Acosta 420 has, I believe, very powerful furnace filter energy. Thank you for asking this question, Robert Acosta 420. The answer to the question is, one time a man asked me to in his mouth. And I had never done it before, but I broke my furnace filter. From personal experience, I can tell you that just tastes like warm water. I'm not going to be able to monetize these videos. Thank you so much for asking this question, Excessive Balding, because I am in fact balding excessively. This question, as you can tell, has novelty coffee cup energy. My most embarrassing moment is probably the time when I pretended to be attracted to women for the first 25 years of my life. I'm just kidding. This cup is emptier than I am. I did self-harm as a child. Out of Beans asks, what's your greatest fear besides me? And obviously this question has plastic bag full of ibuprofen energy. Thank you for asking me this question, Out of Beans. Actually, my one and only fear is the size of the zucchini in this picture specifically. I also do not like the man who is holding it because he is very old and he looks very smug. Why would you be proud of creating something that looks that disgusting and that reminds me of dying of old age? No thank you, if you know what I mean. And what I mean is literally. Could I please get some sloppy toppy, Daddy? Obviously, this question exudes the authority of the cheap sunglasses that I purchased at the gas station. And Ronanigans, I did check out your profile, and although you are far too young to be my type, you are genetically handsome. So please give my contact info to your father, because while I cannot give you sloppy toppy, I would love to top your poppy's sloppy hole. I'd love to attempt to fit my biggest fear inside your father's Evan Vaughn asks, are you or would you ever go vegan? Moving on. Eating animals is wrong, McDonald's. Eating animals wrong, McDonald's. Wow, I'm filming this 4 weeks later. Also, I'm wearing white pants because I'm scared to do laundry because coronavirus is getting very bad in my area. I FaceTimed my boyfriend while wearing these pants, and he said, wow, that looks bad. And I agree with him. So I'm gonna wear a kimono to cover it up. Is this cultural appropriation? Maybe. Definitely not sure. I did buy it from a Japanese woman who said that she makes them by hand. I Googled the style later and found out that she was absolutely lying to me. Veganism is objectively the right thing to do. It's better for the environment, it's better for your body, for you mentally, and it also acknowledges that species other than human beings can feel pain and directly takes action against the pain that other species feel.
I'm still not gonna fucking do it.
Does that make me a bad person? Not necessarily. Not necessarily, and let me explain why. When people ask me why I don't eat meat or any other animal products, I say because they are unhealthy, and they are the product of a violent and inhumane industry. Now that is a direct quote from world-famous Ben Affleck's brother, Casey Affleck. Now Casey Affleck is not only famous for being Ben Affleck's brother, he is also famously vegan. And he won an Oscar for sexually harassing women on the set of his films, to the extent that they filed multiple lawsuits against him. This sexual harassment is purported to have also ended his friendship with Joaquin Phoenix, who, when questioned about the incident, said, "Do you want to see this pencil disappear?" And then he put the pencil in his own ass. This is also why Brie Larson refused to clap for Casey Affleck when he received his Oscar. Although I don't really give a shit what Brie Larson does, because she seems like exactly the type of girl who would brag about knowing more about horse breeds than you do. Spoiler alert, Brie Larson. No one gives a shit about horses. We have cars now. Other famous vegans who are also bad people include Morrissey, the lead singer of The Smiths, Paul Pot, the lead singer of the Khmer Rouge, and Ellen DeGeneres, that weird lesbian scarecrow lady who dances on TV and your grandma really likes her because your grandma doesn't know what the word lesbian means. Ellen DeGeneres, more like Ellen De Not So Generous when it comes to paying her fucking staff during COVID. You have a fucking $1 billion, you dancing scarecrow lesbian. Pay your fucking employees. You lesbian. Adolf Hitler and Ted Kaczynski famously became vegetarian later in their lives. Genghis Khan was always vegetarian, and so was Australian serial killer William MacDonald. Now, being vegan obviously doesn't make you a bad person, but as we can see evidenced here, it doesn't necessarily make you a good person either. So what does that leave us with? Well, it leads us to the conclusion that being vegan is a moral choice. For those who don't quite understand the concept, a moral choice is the decision to act in accordance with things we think are right and good. We are constantly confronted with these choices on a day-to-day basis, and life would be absolutely miserable and impossible to get through if we had to consider them all the same. That's why it's possible for someone like Casey Affleck to love animals while sexually harassing women at the same time. And that's also why some people look at animals and see a McDonald's hamburger, while some people look at other people and they see dollar signs, they see a sale, they see rent. We commodify everything in our lives, and we look at everything as a source for resources. It all comes down to empathy. Each of us has a moral compass, and unlike a real compass, each moral compass leads us each in a different direction. This, of course, leads to conflict, but it also leads to understanding of morals, of priorities, and of cultures. I genuinely believe that this is why at least militant vegans are met with such hostility, because by refusing to recognize that morals must be prioritized according to personal conviction, they actually come across as quite unempathetic while claiming to be more empathetic than the general meat-eating population at large, thereby committing the worst moral sin of all, the sin of hypocrisy. No one likes a hypocrite, and we can all agree that we dislike people who act hypocritical. This contributes, unfortunately, to the perception that many vegans care more about being perceived to be good people or better people or superior people than they do about actually winning people over to their cause. And that in itself is a failing of character, at least according to an outside perception. Anyway, this is why I believe it's possible for me to recognize that being vegan is the correct moral choice, while also saying I'm not going to prioritize veganism and I'm not going to prioritize being vegan because I just don't have that conviction. I don't think that makes me a bad person. I just like eggs and pasta and cheese and beef and chicken nuggets. You know, I like those things. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to say? I'm not going to suddenly give up everything I enjoy in my diet just because some lady on TikTok starts singing with a ukulele and swearing at me about how God's going to punish me in a lake of fire just because I ate a goddamn summer sausage. I think I had a stroke. Wow. So there it is. My first YouTube video. My roommate won't fucking stop talking. Wow, so there it is, my first YouTube video. And and it only took me 6 months to finish. It was summer when I started filming this. That's why I look completely different. I don't know how I'm gonna keep this up, guys, but I appreciate that you watched this video. I appreciate that you tolerate me as a human being. And also I'm gonna try to do some like movie commentary stuff. I'm gonna try to do some other things as well as Q&As. I had fun with this video, but it took fucking forever. So now I'm just like, I'm just gonna post it. And if it's bad, it's bad. And then I'll never do any again. Or I will, I don't know. I'll just make bad videos. That'll be like my aesthetic. Thank you for watching. Comment what you'd like to see. Comment questions if you could as well for my next Q&A video. And I'll try to figure out what to do with this channel. And I appreciate you being here for the ride. Bye. I don't know. Fuck it. See, bye. Fuck it. Go fuck yourself. No, you're fine. It's fine. It's fine. This is the end.